Hi everybody, and welcome to Sunday, and it's Heart to Heart. A lot of you watched yesterday's video, and if you didn't see it, it's right here. Woohoo! It's right up here. And I talked to you about my non-personal goals in my life, and I talked to you about my financial goals and goals that I want in my life and in my channel. But today, because it's Heart to Heart, I thought I would share with you my personal goals and my personal word for the year. As a lot of you know who watched my Christmas video, I received a Bible, a reference Bible, and I'm really excited for this Bible because I'm going to really work on studying God's Word more. This year I've made some mistakes, and I'm going to share with you my heart and some of the mistakes that I made, and I'm going to share with you how I'm going to work on those mistakes. Have you ever felt like you were defeated in life? Have you ever felt like you were a victim? And life just keeps compiling on you over and over and over again. Have you ever felt like you just lost your hope? That you just can't take it one more day? Have you ever felt like nobody cares in this world? Nobody understands you? Have you ever felt so alone? We've all felt it on different scales of our life. I mean, some people have felt it much deeper than others. But we all felt these things in our life. Have you ever felt like it's just too much, God? Why? Why me? I can't do it one more day. I've had those days. I remember pouring my heart out to God and so angry at the Lord because I felt like He didn't care. I felt like I was the only person in this whole big wide world that was dealing with the issues that I was dealing with. But you know what? I believe God gave me a word for this year. It's a simple word, it's a profound word, and it's a word that can change your life. How could one word change your life? How could one word turn your failures and your struggles? How could one word turn all of the things that you've been through? How your loneliness, how your self-defeat. How could one word change that? How could one word change the struggles and your life situations? How could one word change everything you feel about your life? My friends, I got one word for you. This word is universal. In every language they understand it, in every walks of life. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. This word can speak. A lot of people who watch my Heart to Hearts believe like me. We have the same faith. But you know what? There's a couple people that don't believe anything like I do, and they watch me. This word can speak to you, my friend. This word can speak to all of us. What is the word? The word is victory. This year, my word for all of us and for me is victory. How we can turn from being a victim into be victorious in our life. Victory. What does the word victory mean? The word victory means to be victorious. And I think that's what I want my goal on my channel to be on my Heart to Hearts, is to share with you different aspects of life, different problems in our life, and how we can be victorious over it. I'm going to touch on subjects that are very tender. I'm going to touch on subjects that are very hurtful in people's lives, but how we can turn that into being victorious. There are people that watch my channel that have been sexually abused. There are people that watch my channel have been spousal abuse, verbally abused. There are people on my channel that have been abused by their parents. There are people on my channel that have been abused by their boss, abused by their children, abused in all different ways. There are people on my channel that have been abused financially, been taken advantage of. There are people on my channel that have been left to the wayside, that people don't care. There have been people on my channel that were abused physically in all aspects. There are people on my channel that abuse themselves. We don't talk about things like this. Lots of times people will abuse themselves to just try to diminish the pain that's deep inside of them. While I never abused myself, I know exactly what it's like. Because I understand when people self-harm themselves, they do that to try to just damper the pain in their own life. It numbs them for just a moment, but then the pain comes back. But I'm going to share with you how to be victorious in all these things. But in order to be victorious, that means you have to do something on your part. That means you have to accept the victorious type of thinking. You have to accept it. You have to try to claim it, and you have to try to live it. I can talk to you as much as I can. I could talk to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it's not going to make a difference unless you open up your heart and let what I have to say come in. And that is faith on your part. See, a lot of times when people are victims, they close their heart up real tight. So there's a stone wall right here. And so when somebody is loving and kind, wants to come to that person, there's a stone wall. And that love and that kindness never gets through that stone wall because the person hasn't let it down. I understand that every time a person gets hurt, that stone wall gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. But little by little, on my heart to heart, I'm hoping that I can take that stone wall and I can just chisel away at it. When we chisel away at our wall, that's when our deep emotions are going to show. I'm going to prepare you now, because when you chisel at that wall is when your nerves are exposed and you will have to face some things that you didn't want to face. But in facing those things, your walls start to crumble and you start to see yourself and you start to heal. My friends, you're never going to heal in life as long as you keep this wall up. You're never going to make a difference in life with your healing and positivity until that wall starts to crumble. But in order to have that wall crumble, you have to live by faith. And living by faith in this day and age is something that people don't do. We want to see it. We want to touch it. We want to hold it. We want to know it's real. But my friends, that's what by following the Lord is like. It's faith. And once you have that faith can't be shaken. That faith can't be moved because you've seen it and you know it. Faith in the beginning, you have to give faith in it because you can't see it. But you know what? Faith you can start to see. The wind blows and howls. You can't see the wind itself, but you can see what the wind is doing. And that's what faith is like. When you first start having faith, you're blinded, you're just giving of yourself. But in turn, all of a sudden it manifests in your life. And your faith, actually, you can see. So how can you see faith when you start, you can't see it? You a little bit of a puzzle. I'm giving you a little bit of a, how does this work? Wait a minute. I have to have faith. I can't see it. But you're telling me that after I have it a while, you can see it? That's right. Let's explain. Have you ever seen somebody that they're walking down the street and they have a glow to their face? Or they just are very pleasant? A lot of times it's because of their faith in the Lord. They expose a kindness to them. Not everyone. How about somebody who gives you a kind and gentle smile? How about somebody whose eyes seem to light up? That is because they are living by faith, and in turn, their kindness and all their love is showing forth. Living by faith is something that takes practice. Yes, we have our days of self-doubt and doubt in the Lord and doubt in things. These things happen. When we go through trials and tribulations in our life, we ask God, why? Why? But in asking God, we're realizing that there's things that do happen. We live in a fallen world. That's it. We live in a fallen world. Things are not going to be perfect. But just take that wall down and start living by faith. You will feel a peace that comes over you. It's a tangible peace. It's not just a peace that, okay, we have peace. You feel it. It's a warmthness. It's something that holds your heart. It just is a feeling that everything is going to be okay. Somebody said something to me last week. I've never heard it. I've never heard the quote. I don't know if they came up with it or if it's a quote. Something that is just so beautiful. She said, Tessie, I see a smile in your voice. A smile in my voice. And I had to really think about that. A smile in my voice. And I believe it's because of my faith. I believe that people will see my faith come through me. It doesn't mean that we don't have a unperfect life. That doesn't mean we have a perfect life. That doesn't mean we don't have struggles. And I say this over and over and over again as an encouragement because that is where I am. I'm an encourager. There are people who have many gifts. There are people that have gifts of prophecy. They have people that have gifts of all kinds of gifts. And mine is being encouragement. Is to encourage one another. Is to lift them up when they're falling down. And so, victory. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Weren't we all blind? What I want you to do is I want you to see. I want you to see. I want you to get past your life hurts. I want you to heal from them. I want you to be victorious. And in this year, all of these heart-to-hearts, I want you to say at the end of the year, Tessie, I'm victorious. I have hope again. That is what my life is about. I've had somebody that gave a statement that no matter what I say, I should stop preaching because there's people I can't reach. And I thought, you know what? That's a very ignorant comment. One life that's helped is a life that's worth lived. One life that's helped is a life that's worth lived. So this person's life, they're not worth it. That person's life, they're not worth it. So because you can't help everyone, you just don't help anyone? That's not what life's about. It's about helping one person. I'm conflicted in something in my life, and I'm going to hear it. I waited to the end of this video because those of you who are watching the whole video are ones that really care about me as far as my heart-to-hearts. So I'm going to share with you this part. I waited to the end for a reason. I struggled a lot this year with something in my life. I struggled a lot. And I want your feedback on it because I'm still struggling with it today. And because I am a very empathic person, I just feel people's pain and I have empath. I'm really struggling with people that come onto my channel that have a lot of hate in their hearts. Everybody tells me that I should just delete their comment and just not think about it. But every once in a while, I did speak to somebody, I did speak to them back, and it has changed them. At least I think so. So what do I do with somebody that comes on my channel with bitterness? A lot of times I think people will come onto my channel with bitterness because they're giving me a test. They want to see that they can get me to change my colors, so to speak, and to fight back. What they don't realize is I can't do that. This isn't fake. This isn't put on for a video. I'm a very kind person. I will never curse someone back. I will never speak bad about them. I won't do those things. That's not my personality. So what do I do? By leaving these comments on, I upset other people. And in turn, then they don't get a very good, outcome of my videos because they're upset by what people say about me. My husband says I should just delete them, walk away, and don't even give them any comment. But what would Jesus do? This is a struggle with me. What would Jesus do? I don't know what Jesus would do. They don't hurt me personally. I'm not crying because they hurt me. I'm crying because their souls are so lost, and I want them to see God's truth. And when they come onto my channel, they're there for a reason. We can all say that. They're there for a reason. Whether God allowed them to come there for a reason, or they're there to try to irritate me, so that would be Satan coming on to try to cause trouble. They're there. And so when they say negative things, what do? I just delete them? I know. 8 times out of 10, it makes no difference. I know that. But I feel like when somebody comes to my channel, no matter what reason they come, I feel like I have something I could do or say. It's very hard for me. And so a lot of times I will say something and give them that chance. And then, a lot of times you never hear back because they don't want to hear what you have to say. I get it. I get it. They don't want to hear what I have to say. But you got people that come onto my channel for the first time in their whole entire life. They don't know me. And I've had some trolls in my life that they are on my channel now. And they talk to me and they have given their heart a second chance. So thank you guys for watching. And I hope you're having a great new year. And I can't wait to share with you 365 days of the year. You've got Tessie. See you guys. Bye, everybody.